At the moment, we've got 870 clubs across the country. We've got about 18,800 members, and it's grown from 16,500 at the beginning of the cycle, which was 2009 for us. So in many ways on the surface, the sport is being hugely successful, and so not only is membership growing, not only are clubs are growing, but the clubs do fantastic things in the communities for the young boxers, both male and female now. I think behind that, I mean, I've spent a lot of time since the beginning of the year with my job going around and visiting the clubs. I've been to Tash's club in Liverpool, I've been to clubs in Bristol, in the Midlands, up in Tyne-Tees, down in Kent. And I think the one thing that stood out to me is that running a boxing club is incredibly challenging, incredibly hard work. We have an army of volunteers who put in some fantastic effort working with the young boxers we have and within the communities. But there's challenges around that as well. I mean, rents are going up, rates are going up, costs are going up to run a boxing club. And also the thing that stood out for me, these boxing clubs are a vital part of the communities within which they sit. And they're all very different. You know, I've been in boxing clubs where tons of fantastic one. I've been in boxing clubs that have been supported by the Hells Angels. I've been in boxing clubs that are in garages, in lockups. So there isn't one model. And everybody who runs a club has got different challenges. And I think one of the things that is a challenge for the sport going forward is to be able to sustain those clubs, because that is the absolute sort of heartland of the sport. It's where the community work takes place. It's where our future champions are going to come out of. And that, in terms of what I see is our next challenge going forward, and what I hope is the legacy of 2012 and the success of the GB programme that we've got at the moment.
Well, you're right. We're lucky that we represent 320 national governing bodies of sport, and you know, I think our job, particularly, I mean, I'm one of those who perhaps was slightly sceptical when I was an MP 13 years ago, sort of coming through that journey. In the end, I was helping set up a couple of boxing clubs in my community with the local police for the reason that I saw the transformational difference it makes. And I suppose our job specifically now is to turn these amazing transformational and inspirational stories of some of the lads who've been speaking today and Tash's sort of story, and turn that into the sort of evidence that will inform the ministers who are sitting here. I know it is difficult to try and make sure that them and civil servants have the information that really sells the inspirational stories and turns it into policy and hopefully in the end cash, because it is a social return on investment.